I am Patricia Morgan. I go by Patty, and my rank was AE1 AW MTS, and that is an Aviation Electrician's Mate First Class. I was also Air Warfare Qualified, and I was also a Master Training Specialist. After that, I went to Virginia Beach, Oceana, and I did some specialized training there. And my first duty station then was Pax River. I was a new recruit. And so the very first thing that they do when you checked in, we had 3 months of duty for the base. And I was attached to the rec center with the swimming pool. We were also in charge at that time, Pax River, and I don't know if they still do, they had horses, and we could be attached to the horses and cleaning up after them, taking care of the horses. And then we went around and we did garbage duty. And on my trip around the base this morning, I was going past the place during the summer, and I had gotten there at the end of summer, and I was very grateful because we had to clean up the trash cans. And during the summer, we did that twice a day, beginning in the morning and then at night, just before we left, and emptying those fish heads and crabs, and yeah, it was great duty. Yeah. And then I went to AIMD, and I got to practice being an aviation electrician's mate. And it was unique at Pax River because at Pax River we had 87% of all the different types of aircraft that the Navy was flying. So I not only got to learn what I was supposed to be specialized in, but I also learned about helicopters. I also learned about the other systems and what came out of them, and I learned how to take care of them. It was 40 years ago, and being my first real naval station that I was attached to, I think it was, again, unique because we had so many different types of aircraft. And that was what made PAC so unique for me. Because I did get to use, I can remember the first time I saw a C-5 coming up over the trees, and it looked like it was barely moving. And this aircraft just kept coming and getting bigger and getting bigger and getting bigger. I was amazed at this huge, it's 6 stories high. And this aircraft I just stood there watching and thinking, oh my God, what the heck is this? It was a behemoth coming up off the runways. I've been in 2 of them. The first one was at the Cleveland Air Show, which happens on Labor Day weekend. And it was just before I left for the Navy. They had one on display, and we could go in and see the inside of this aircraft. And they had both sides open so you could walk through. The other time that I got on a C-5, I got a ride from Travis Air Force Base over to Delaware, and I got to ride in it. Now, that aircraft has a ladder that goes from basically the deck plate all the way up, 6 stories. And then there's 100 seats at the top of this aircraft, and you would never know it. But it was the Cadillac of flying. Because it's so big, you don't feel any bumps, you don't feel anything. So it was really neat. The C-5 was neat, but the Air Force has those, the Navy doesn't have